Alright, in the first part of Dead Snow, only a person Martin is survived, who drives car quickly, but Herzog catches him breaking glass window of car. More zombies also attack and cling with his car. Driving car speedily by Martin, all zombies are fallen down, except Herzog. A passing truck accidentally cuts the hand of Herzog. Cutted hand is dropped into the car of Martin. Truck driver is witness of this incident. He comes out to know the situation, but Herzog puts truck driver into death with his fingers. Herzog then comes to his soldier and orders them to direct themselves to populated area. On the other side, while driving a car with speed, Martin's car is uncontrolled because he is dozing at the moment. His car is crashed accidentally. Awakening, he finds himself in an hospital. Police is also there for the investigation purpose. Martin tells about everything which happened, but police does not believe. Police officer accuse Martin for all murders. A surgeon who treated him says, "I have a good news for you. Actually, a hand of yours was cut off, but it was in your car. We have transplanted it." Hearing it, Martin knows that it was not his hand, but of Herzog. Martin tells to doctor, "It is not my hand." As he talks, his hand becomes uncontrolled and attacks on the doctor. Doctors hold Martin hardly and sedate him, while Herzog with his army enters into a house of populated area and kills the people living there. Moreover, losing his hand, Dr. Zombie also transplants his hand, and the attached hand with Herzog arm is of Martin's that was lost in the snow, which we observed in first part. So, Zombie Doctor attaches Martin's hand with Herzog's arm. When Zombie Doctor brought Martin's hand near Herzog's arm, it is automatically fixed because Herzog has plenty of powers. Herzog with his soldiers go to graveyard in order to reawaken the German soldiers from their graves. But Zombie Doctor clears, telling the fact these are the rotten and old dead bodies which are ended now. If we want to give new life to dead bodies, we need recent killed person. We need recent dead bodies, aiming the murder more people. Herzog enters a church and kill a priest. After killing priest, he places his hand on his mouth to reawaken him. As a result, priest coming to life and becomes the part of Herzog's army. Now it is clear Herzog has a unique power. We see Martin in hospital, who is strapped tightly to the bed. A child comes to his room. This child is a tourist. Surprisingly, he looks at the hand of Martin and takes photo of it. He sent this photo to Zombie Squad. Zombie Squad belongs to America. The task of this community service is to haunt zombies. The child frees Martin because he allures him. Martin now tries to run from hospital, but he cannot. His hands act strangely. He throws child outside the windows of his room. Martin himself is worried, so goes after him. He finds child unconscious, tries to recover and presses his chest, but his zombie head crushes his chest. Doing so, child's bones are broken and he is dead. It was the terrific strength of zombie's hand. On the other side, witness police officer is sure that child has been murdered by Martin. Now, Martin runs away and police officers chases him. But Martin's zombie hand continues to harm. As going outside, he plucks out the metal logo of car and throws it over the police, which touches into the hand of police officer, leaving him wounded. Then his hand breaks the glass window of car and he goes driving the car. Child phones is in Martin's car. He contacts with Zombie Squad and tells them the whole story of zombies. The members of Zombie Squad assures him of their arrival to Norway. They ask Martin to investigate the purpose of zombies behind this disaster. Zombie Squad includes the leader Daniel and two assistants named Monica and Blake. Now the death of Martin was sure. After some time, Zombie Squad members arrive in Norway. They purchase weapons to cope zombies and try to reach Martin, locating him. Martin is in Museum of World War II. He meets its clerk and asks about Herzog. Clerk is unwilling to share any fact. Martin forces him on it. Clerk tells the fact of Herzog's history. Martin knows that Hitler was the leader of zombies who had assigned a task of destruction of a village named Spelvik. Before the soldiers reached to Spelvik, all citizens of that area killed them. Martin comes to know that these zombies are just carrying out the orders of their leader Hitler. Through the map, Martin knows that zombies' target place was the location of this museum. It was the center. Meanwhile, he hears some crying sounds coming outside the museum. He finds Herzog with his army is there, who had attacked attacked a group of tourists. Herzog has his weapons as tank. His soldiers attack people, pulling their ribs out. At last, Herzog enters the museum, but Martin and Clerk hide themselves collecting their things. Here they stand as a dummy. Herzog takes a map and leaves the place. Martin and Clerk comes outside the museum and face zombies. Martin takes a life of zombie with his attached hand. Accidentally, his hand is touched on the mouth of dead person who takes a new birth. He gets a new life. Martin is horrified seeing him alive again and re-killed him. He becomes aware of his hand power of reawakening the dead bodies. He gives life to the same person again. Suddenly, an axe pierces the reawakened person's head. This attack is by zombie squad member Daniel. Now Daniel takes the picture of that zombie, but Martin is not satisfied over it. Knowing zombie's power is stronger, Martin shows it to Daniel about rebirth to that person. On it, Daniel suggests Martin to make his own army. Some Russian soldiers were murdered by the order of Herzog. Their buried dead bodies are in snowfield. Daniel asks Martin to give them life with his power and generate his own army. Martin agrees and goes on his mission with zombie squad. Daniel leaving Monica, Blake and Clerk for the destruction of zombies. On the other side, Herzog kills all people in populated area and transforms them into zombies. Monica and Blake hit upon an idea and decides one of friend will make zombie to follow him here. Other friend will blow up zombie through bomb, but we need a person who has a knowledge of this place because task is risky. Clerk is the person who is familiar with this place and let zombies follow him, but Herzog warns his team. In spite of it, Clerk brings some zombies with him while Monica and Blake blow up the zombies and field player. Herzog comes to revenge and directs his tank towards Monica and Blake. He attacks through tanks many times and thinks his oppositions are dead now. On the other side, Daniel stops. They need something to put under the tire of the car for driving. They think to put zombie there, so do. Driving, they reach a graveyard where dead Russian soldiers are buried. Martin starts his work and all Russian soldiers come on Earth surface one by one. Martin is doubtful either Russian soldiers will carry out his orders or not. Russian commander awakens and come to Martin. Martin trembles in fear because commander is devilish heighted and also strengthful. Martin is satisfied finding him obedient. Commander thinks Martin as a leader. In morning time, Herzog advances with his army to Martin and his Russian soldiers, but he is left dumbfounded. At the same time, Martin shows his powerful hand. Russian soldiers' commander only looks at Herzog with the revenge eye. Both armies attack each other. Russian commander takes his steps to his target, which is Herzog. Meanwhile, many come ahead, but Russian commander kills all. Police cars also come, but these cars are crushed by zombies. Police officers save their lives coming into a house from the car. Then Martin orders Daniel to control the zombie tank. Herzog and Russian commander attack each other. Monica and Blake also arrive there. Martin's team is stronger than Herzog, so it kills numbering of zombies. However, Dr. Zombie treats his zombies and recover their wounds, so they may fight. Russian commander is fighting with Herzog, but attacked on his back by another zombie. This commander is captured by Herzog team. Now the game is reversed at evening. Now it seems Russian soldiers were losing their war, but they think to murder Herzog. In this way, all zombies' lives will be ended. Martin goes to Herzog and is beaten badly by him. Martin was also powerful, having the hand of Herzog. Daniel, who had come to tank, kills two zombies there. Martin and Herzog fighting occurs on the tank, while tank takes its way towards a house. The war that had broken out. All Russian soldiers are murdered, but Nazis are safe. 3 persons are left in Russian soldiers as Clerk, Monica and Blake. Now Clerk is murdered, while Monica and Blake are trapped among zombies. There is continuous fight between Herzog and Martin on the surface of tank. Inside the tank, Daniel kills the soldier and takes hold of tank direction. During this fight on tank, Martin is fallen down on another car. Herzog is nearly to kill Martin. Meanwhile, Daniel blows up the head of Herzog, firing through tank. Now Herzog is dead. As Herzog dies, his all army soldiers lost their life. Monica and Blake are survived among them. They feel their victory victory and also celebrate. Their mission is completed. Finally, zombies hunter leave the place. In car, Martin reaches in the graveyard at the grave of Hannah. Digging her grave, he takes out the dead body of Hannah to give her a new life. As he places his hand on Hannah, she comes into the life. They both begin to live with each other. Now Dr. Zombie is shown, who finds the head of Herzog, which is still alive. And here the story of movie ends.